What's going on, HYLETE? Today I'm breaking down an awesome Brussels sprout recipe that is an estrogen reducer, but is also one of the most anti-inflammatory, antioxidant recipes that you can be eating this fall. All I'm gonna do is start off with 2 cups of Brussels sprouts, okay? And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn it up here to high heat. I'm gonna take about a tablespoon of coconut oil, which is super high medium chain triglycerides. I like cooking with coconut oil because it's a lot more stable. If you cook with olive oil, you end up running into an issue with the fats becoming oxidized. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add the Brussels sprouts in there. Now here's the interesting thing. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add the juice of about half of a lime. The reason I'm doing this is because not only is it gonna help them cook a little bit better, but it's going to help the body expel what's called uric acid. Uric acid builds up in the joints and can end up causing a lot of pain for a lot of people. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and add some red chili flakes or cayenne pepper. The reason that I'm doing that is because it contains something known as substance P. Substance P, believe it or not, actually affects pain receptors in your gut, but it also reduces the incidence of ulcers and it helps ulcers get better. Yeah, sounds crazy. Spicy foods and ulcers usually don't equate. Then next thing, I'm gonna go ahead and add just a couple cranks of Himalayan Pink Salt. Then lastly, the crazy one, I wanna caramelize them with a little bit of Stevia. Now Stevia is extremely interesting because Stevia does something in the body that actually helps dilate blood vessels and expels sodium from the body. Now I wanted to share while this is cooking, Brussels sprouts have been shown in multiple studies to have a lot of antioxidant properties, but there was one particular study that was published in the journal Carcinogenesis that took a look at 2 groups of males. One group of males consumed 300 grams, which is about 2 cups of Brussels sprouts per day. The other group did not. Well, at the end of this study, what they found after just 5 weeks, those that consumed the Brussels sprouts had 28% less oxidative damage on their cells. That's pretty darn powerful just coming from eating some tasty Brussels sprouts. So all I'm gonna do is let these cook for about 6 or 7 minutes so that they're all the way cooked through. And if you wanna cover them up to let them get a little bit more steam in them, you can. All right, so after these have cooked for 6 or 7 minutes, you're gonna get a nice little burnt layer on them. You don't want them to burn too much. Now, another thing that you can do is you can steam them for a little bit first before you roast them. That way you might get a little bit more cooking all the way through if you don't like them to be a little bit crunchy. So these are all good to go. So here we have it. An MCT based, coming from the coconut oil, it's gonna help you burn a lot more fat. Then we've got the Brussels sprouts, which are also, in addition to being a powerful antioxidant, they are also what's known as a cruciferous vegetable, which contains indole-3 carbinol, which is going to help modulate hormones and help reduce estrogen if you have too much estrogen in the body. But who cares about all the science? Let's just enjoy it. Yeah.